Hey friends, I just wanted to check in with you today and see how your spiritual practice has been going this week and let you know how mine's been going. This past week, my colleague Ken and I talked about confession and reconciliation as a spiritual practice. And we did say that it's not like what you see in the movies, that confession doesn't have to happen in a confessional with a priest, that a modern understanding of confession is being truly open and authentic and vulnerable with someone that you trust, that can hold space for you in order to be able to share your deepest thoughts with. Some of these roles might be formal, like therapists, and some of them are informal, like friendships, but deep friendships that do have strong bonds of trust in them already. I had shared this Celtic phrase, anam, cara, soul friend. And the commitment that I made was to get in touch with a friend of mine that I did already share those deep bonds of trust with, and that I could already be open and vulnerable with, and to make a weekly commitment to go for a walk and talk with her. And I've been able to do that. It's been really amazing to be able to head out to the beach and take a long walk and just pour ourselves out to each other. And I've really appreciated that relationship, that ability to just get out and talk. And I have found myself over the course of the week, like thinking about things that I want to talk to her about, and even texting and saying, hey, remind me to ask you this, or remind me to tell you about that. And she's been doing the same with me, like, hey, I wanted to ask you about this when I see you again. And so it's been really wonderful, because even though the practice itself of seeing her and taking a walk and having a deep conversation is once a week, the reflection is happening every day. And as I'm thinking about things that are going on in my life and work and what I want to share and talk about, I think about her and think, get excited about being able to share these things and talk them through with somebody. So this has been, even though I don't like to evaluate spiritual practices, this has been a more successful practice for me than devotional reading. I think that right now I am in a place, as we are coming out of this pandemic and able to see each other more, that I really want to talk. I don't want to read. I want to speak. I want to listen to somebody and be in their presence and be able to hold space for them and have them do that for me. And I just really want to talk to people. And so this has been a great practice for me to think about, and to think about it that it's more than just hanging out with a friend, that it's really intentionally sharing my heart and soul and offering that same kind of friendship in return. So I really appreciated that, and I plan on keeping up with these weekly walks and talks, because they really have been valuable for me and really helpful to know that there is somebody out there who is willing to listen and willing to share themselves too. It's a reciprocal relationship. So I really appreciate that mutual love and trust that we have for each other so that we can share our lives together. I want to know how your week went. If you practiced confession this week, whether it was by looking for a spiritual director, finding a therapist, meeting with a friend, even the practice of journaling and doing your own self-reflection if you are not ready to share it with others yet. So I hope you'll let me know in the comments below, how did this week go for you? And what do you think about the spiritual practice of confession? Thanks so much. Bye-bye.